So let's talk more about this looping of speakers to each other. But before we dive into that, let's first of all understand the power ratings of speaker. Someone called me yesterday and said, Dr. Craft, that video you posted, you didn't do justice to it very well. So let's do justice now. Now we'll be using this series of Wavdell speaker products, where, as you can see, it was stated that the RMS is 1000 watts. The program is 2000 watts. And the peak is 4000 watts. Now, what does this mean? This basically means that, let's go to the peak first. The peak means that at a short peak of that speaker, the speaker is going to handle 4000 watts at a short peak. Now, for the program, you see they say, okay, this speaker is going to handle 2000 watts. Because it said that this speaker is going to handle 2000 watts does not mean the speaker can handle 2000 watts for a long period of time. That is where the RMS, that's where it comes in. Now, this RMS, if you look at it very well, it stated that it's going to handle 1000 watts, which means this speaker will handle 1000 watts for a long period of time. Now, how does this apply to looping of speakers together? When you look at this speaker is 8 ohms. This ohms is being calculated as the impedance. For those of you that do science, you know this thing. We that we don't do physics, let's explain it to ourselves in English. Now, if you loop another speaker to this particular one, this brand, if you loop another brand to it, it means that this speaker is going to be working at 4 ohms, which requires more power. Now, which amplifier can you use for this particular one? The company already recommended an amplifier that you can use. Now, what type of amplifier can you use? They recommend this particular series, XR3500, which can handle 1000 watts at 8 ohms. And it will handle 1350 watts at 4 ohms. What does it mean for those of you that like to loop speakers together? This means at the time you are looping speaker A to speaker B, you are saying that per channel of that amplifier that can handle, definitely just understand that part, that the speaker has been converted to 4 ohms, and which this amplifier recommended can handle 4 ohms. You get. Now, when you now put this particular speaker on one channel of your amplifier, that means you are sending half of that particular watt, you are sending it to the 2 speakers at the same time, which means you're supposed to handle 1350 watts. That means you are now sending half of it. Calculate the number. So you send half to speaker A, you send half to speaker B. The speaker is at a safe side, but does this mean that the speaker is performing at its best? No. But it's good. Just know that when one speaker is performing at 1000 watts, it means that that one speaker is performing better than the 2 speakers that is handling half of the wattage of that particular channel. So this is where, for me, I advise you not to do that. If we are going to do that, double the amplifier. Let each amplifier performs their capacity with each speakers. If you know you want to run the full wattage of the speaker, then get a 4 ohms speaker. And you just do one. If your concern is the coverage, do more with more wattage. You know, like I tell you, the SPL of the sound pressure level when you match two speakers together does not mean it's going to be that very loud. Just look at it. You are running half wattage, like I think 650 something watt per speaker. When you are running that, that means the speaker is not running at its best, even if you cover more space. That means the pressure of the sound going to your audience is not enough. So it's better if you know you want to use double speaker, you want to merge it together, let each speaker handle one channel per speaker. Let me do a summary before some of you that like Agidi. The summary is that your RMS is the wattage that your speaker can handle for a long period of time. So next time you see that on your speaker, just know that, oh, my speaker can only perform at this particular wattage, as you can see in this particular speaker. I hope you understand this now. If you like, you share. If you like, you comment. I don't talk my own.